questions.
If you Fly does see more time at that spur position, who would replace him on the back end?
He will, Jamarcus and Chad Adams will play back there, possibly Kyle Williams maybe a little bit. He's getting closer. But Lyle will play both based on what package we're in.
You must really like what you've seen from Kyle.
I really like what I've seen from Kyle. If he would have been over there the whole camp, he would probably be playing by now. He is really a smart, gifted athlete, but he's just learning. He's trying to learn everything. So he'll play. I think he'll definitely play before the year's out. Well, you just got scolded. Wow. Okay, next question.
A couple of the defensive backs have mentioned that going against Ryan Newsom on the scout team has been
Oh, Ryan Newsom, boy, that guy's a handful. No, he's Ryan and John Humphrey have done a great job, as well as Darby. We've probably got, best group of scout team wide receivers in the country. And those guys have had a great spirit. I love how their spirits, even in practice on the sideline, they've been a big part of helping our guys get better and prepare them. I really think those guys have. Danny Grubner's another guy that's done great. There's quite a few of those guys have done really well.
And especially going against the teams you run against, all that.
Yeah, it's really been really helpful. They do a good job.
What do we need to get Christian back in the lineup this week?
Well, I hope we do. That's we're hoping to have everybody be 100. We got Slamo back for sure, and then George practiced today, and he'd be the only one that's questionable. So we need to get him back. I tell you, it's practice was a lot better today. Just having, when you got your veterans out there communicating, it helps, So when we have Salamo, Armand, Lau, all in there, and obviously Christian's a veteran and DJ, it really helps. And it's been tough communicating and without those guys. So we hope to have him back. We'll see.
Talk about this team improving from week to week. Would it be fair to say it's always easier to teach after a win versus after a loss?
I would prefer it. I think it's all that matters. All that matters is that you figure out a way to win the right way, and you look at all great teams. You look back in the history of the teams that have gone the Rose Bowls and won Rose Bowls, and you're going to find one of those or two of those games. There's been a lot of close games, but there's going to be definitely some on there that they pulled out. You think back to '97. They had a close game. I'm trying to think what team it was, but it was really. I remember Plummer Jake telling me about coming from behind. I think it was 20-point deficit or something like that. You need those kind of wins. And you look all over the country, man. It's every week. You can't take a week off, and so that's the challenge in college football. There's a lot of parity, and you got to go out there every week because any team can beat you. And the biggest thing that we have to do is what I started the very first press conference with. We talked about turnover ratio, and that is the number one thing that we have to do moving forward. Now, we've been able to be -4 in turnover ratio and be 3-0. And so, that means we've overcome a lot of obstacles that are very hard to overcome. So that's our main focus going in this week is getting better blocking and tackling. Tackling's, we got to do a better job of tackling, being under control, and in particular tackles in space. And then turnover ratio. Can't turn the ball over.
We talked about the close games we lost last week. Kind of gratifying, at least right now, to see that may not be an issue.
Well, we've figured out a way to win the close games so far this year, and that's going to be, now we start conference play when it really matters. So that's the key. I think we've evolved a lot. We've learned a lot. We're a young team in some critical areas, and I think we're learning and getting better every week. And we're somewhat of a young staff, even though we're experienced. I think we've gelled really quick. And we're playing, getting the conference now every week. It's every week. There's not any teams in there that can't score points and can't beat you. And so the key for us moving forward is we get done this weekend. We got to be looking at that turnover ratio, and it's got to be in our favor.
What have you thought of your defensive front fours so far?
They've done good. I think Ami played exceptional last game. I think Obviously, we need more production in pass rush. We were impacting the quarterback. We just missing tackles, and so obviously we've not pressured as much, and that's had a big toll on that. But you got to impact the quarterback, and so that's something that we got to get better with our 4-man rush.
You've seen your team against an air raid already this year at Texas Tech. How has that helped with game plan for Cal?
I think it helps. We'll wind up playing Cal, and then we got Washington State, and got them all in pretty close proximity, and it's just really, really, really a different deal. And each one of them are different based on their personnel and who their quarterback is. And but it's the most difficult passing scheme you can play against. And obviously because they pass it so much and how well they do it, how they route adjust and all those things. So I think it helped us going against them. The biggest thing that we got to do is not blow the coverages. That's what, when we go look back at the other game, we did some things really well that we wanted to do. And then, but we had 5 busted coverages that resulted in 28 points. So we can't have those. And you've seen Texas had the same thing, and they operate so fast. That's what causes that. So communication is going to be a big force.
Are you going to continue to use Cody Cole as more of a blocking option, or are you going to try to put them more into the passing game?
That's a good question for Coach Lindsey.